Hi everyone. So recently I posted a video where I replaced the DCT filter on my C8 Corvette. I also posted this on a Corvette forum, and some of the Corvette owners pointed out that the dealership DCT flush before changing the DCT filter was required as per the service manual, and if not completed, they were convinced by not doing the flush that this would void the warranty. While some argued that skipping the flush will have no effect on your warranty. So, is the DCT flush necessary, and will it void your warranty if you are a DIYer like myself that replaced your DCT filter without the flush? Well, I'm here to tell you the answer is no. If you don't believe me, then listen to the Corvette engineers themselves. On a recent podcast of the Corvette Today, 3 of the top Corvette engineers, Tad Gutcher, Harlan Charles, and Josh Holder, were recently asked whether the flush was needed, and here is their response. So I'll go ahead and play you the clip.
Our next question is from Andy Bump from Corvette Forum. He says, what does the hydraulic system flush do, and should it be done every time the DCT external canister is replaced? That's a good technical question.
It is, so I'll take a start at it. The hydraulic system flush does kind of the way it's described. It forces transmission fluid through the fine filter, the filter that you replace. So at a dealership, they can hook up the dealer service tool to the car and run a routine that will tell the trans control module to do this fluid filter flush.
Okay.
And because the car is already hoisted on a rack, the technician's already got the panels off, there's some other work he's doing. This kind of happens in parallel in the background.
Okay.
So we're doing it at a dealer visit because we can, and we can take the last bit of whatever contamination might be in that oil and get it into the filter before the technician replaces it. Do-it-yourselfers have become nervous that, hey, now I can't do it myself. I don't have a service tool. I can't force this routine. You don't have to do the routine. Like I said, we do it because we can, but the fine filtering routine happens through normal driving anyway. In fact, when you're driving steady state, like say down the highway,
right,
we run a routine in the transmission that will force more of that fluid through the fine filter. So normal driving is doing this. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, you don't want anyone else touching your car, you can change the trans filter without running this routine.
Okay, that sounds good.
So there should be no confusion at this point. The flush is not required, and it will not void your warranty. You heard it from Corvette engineers themselves. So if you want to listen to the whole podcast yourself, this was podcast number 215 at the 24-minute mark. You know, the maintenance requirements on the DCT of the C8 Corvette is probably the most confusing in the auto industry. When do you need to change a filter? Do you need to top up DCT fluid? When do you need to do all of this? Is the first filter change covered by GM? My dealership said the first filter change does not cover my 2021 model year, but I read that all C8s are covered up to 2024. So I really don't know anymore. There have been so many bulletins and changes by GM regarding the maintenance of the DCT filter on the C8. Now we know that if you change the DCT filter yourself and skip the DCT flush, this won't void your warranty. You heard it straight from the Corvette engineers. The flush is not required for any warranty coverage. The key is your scheduled filter and fluid changes. So you heard it straight from the C8 engineering team. The flush process isn't necessary, and it's okay for DIYers to skip. I'm glad us Corvette owners finally received that confirmation to put this issue to rest. Or does it? It would be interesting to see if a dealership voids a warranty claim if the DCT flush was not done. They will probably argue that they're just following the service manual and not what the Corvette engineers have said on some podcast. So if you are unfortunately looking at a warranty claim denied by your dealership because you did not do the DCT flush when you changed your filter, then please show their dealership that podcast. And if you are going through this, please leave a comment if you are actually going through this experience. And I'm hoping that this piece of information will be useful for you. Well, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.